Yeah, about 9 years of work there. Not really work, it's for me it's play, it's fun. It's something I enjoy doing. Started with a wagon and a steam engine. I always wanted a steam engine, I never had one.
Is that the ones down at the bottom
The
there?
one at the bottom, that one at the bottom there, it runs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's got a firebox, flues, the whole bit. Same as the big one. The green plow there, that's 1924 two-bottom gang plow, a John Deere, 2-scale, off of John Slimco's.
Oh yeah, that looks real good.
Yeah, he's quite proud of that one.
And the manure spreader up there?
The manure spreader, I picked that up at the Picture Butte at the that place where they have all this old equipment, thrashing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they had one.
Where they have the thrashing bee in the fall.
Yeah, they have several of them there. So I took a picture of one and measured it up and built one. It's a lot of work to a manure spreader.
How long would it take to build that?
I don't know.
You must have spent a good many hours on it, didn't we?
Lots of hours on that. You take the horses off and you pull it and it runs everything.
Oh yeah.
The spreaders and the floor.
Hmm.
It all goes. And those other deals there are butter churns. We used to use
Yeah, I remember those too.
70 years ago.
Yeah.
So once you get all that, then I'll put it on the table here and set it up.
What about the threshing machine there? When did you make that?
The last one there, I just finished that here. I built that this last summer.
Oh,
I had that other one there, but it's too small. That one in the corner there, that's an advanced Rumley. In the bottom there.
Sure.
But it doesn't fit with the rest of my machinery, so I had to build a bigger one. That one on top there, it's a case.
Yeah, I was going to say, it looked like a case.
Yeah, it's a case separator. I hook this under there so you can move it.
Just like the real thing.
Pull it with an engine. Once you set up in the field, you hook this up. This is your feeder chain. This also for transport, you put that in the saddle here. For thrashing, it goes out the back.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually you get a big straw stack here. This is your belt for the
roll the main belt
up. Most engines you needed the belt a twist because
Yeah,
your machine isn't running the right direction.
That's right.
I sort of have a problem there with my grandsons. They tell me, hey, Grandpa, you got that belt twisted again.
Yeah.
But that's the way they were. And I think for some reason they ran smoother because they didn't whip around so much.
I think that was another reason too. It kept them from flopping around, especially on a windy day.
Yeah. And this is a short one. They used to have that
Big
thing
long
should be
ones.
sitting back here somewhere.
And that locomotive, that represents a steam locomotive, eh?
That's the steam engine, right?
And does it function or not?
No, this one doesn't.
Yeah, just a...
With the feeder, your horse is hooked on here. When you stop, you usually turn them a bit so that they're not too close, because if they get their tails caught in the belt, they don't like that. And for the grain,
You got a box wagon too, have you?
yeah. This is the grain spout.
You had a pretty soft seat up there for the rider, haven't you?
Yeah.
We didn't.
Yeah, they used to have those. So that sets up
That's the whole thrashing outfit.
the thrashing outfit.
That's real neat. Now, when your belt turns, everything operates, eh?
Yeah, when the belt goes, everything,
Your cutter bars up there and the whole bit.
this whole bit, everything turns. Of course, with the flat belts, they come off right away, they don't stay there.
Yeah. And there's your trucks on the table. You have quite a few of those that are identical.
Yeah,
eh?
those are Christmas presents.
Okay.
I got 9 of those trucks and, no, 7. And about 9 cars.
Oh, there's your cars.
They're all going to be Christmas gifts this year.
That's real nice. People getting those will appreciate them.
It's a lot of work in those.
Not bad.
The
You have your own metal woodworking, or metal working tools, or metal...
vise and the hammer and the chisel,
Yeah.
it's about all I have.
You have equipment for bending,
In the vise.
just in the vise,
Yeah.
eh? Yeah.
And the metal is off of these boxes around the automatic washers,
Oh, yeah.
that white metal.
I
It's
see.
really nice stuff to work with.
Yeah.
The wheels come off of those, they're not perfectly round, but it's
Yeah.
not going anywhere.
Sure.
So, yeah, I did one afternoon, I made, what was it? 40-some wheels.
Is that right?
I just took a strap over here, that's where these are in there.
Oh, I see.
That way I can just throw the whole thing in the trunk and take it along. These are the depth control. And this was before hydraulics were invented. So you had to trip it with your feet. Trip this one to get into the ground and you jump on this one to get it out.
Yeah, that works. Works real good. Yeah, we had one of those at home. My brother
Sure.
broke the sod on a quarter section with one of those.
Yeah.
Says it took him all summer.
Right, yeah, an outfit like this, you do about 2 acres a day.
Yeah.
Yeah. This also is to scale off a big one.
Did you favor any particular brand of equipment?
No, wherever I could find one, because there's not too many around.
Yeah.
These eveners, made off of that same metal.
Oh, yeah.
Just roll them over, they're hollow. That's the way the big ones were built.
Yeah. Well, everything functions. It's great.
Oh, I should bring that, I've just moved this up ahead. Remember what make it's off of, but it's got the automotive steering in it.
Yeah, that's... Haven't seen one just like that.
That's the reason
We
for
call
this.
that the automotive steering.
Yeah. Yeah, this one had the automotive steering. And you put this in and out of gear.
Oh, yeah,
Lever.
sure. Yeah.
And this other side does the floor. It's on a ratchet.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I see. That causes your floor chain to move.
Yeah, it moves the floor back.
Yeah.
And this wheel works the spreaders. The guy sits on here and
Yeah.
you get to the barn, you have to fork it on with a fork. They didn't have tractors with loaders those years, but it worked. I need another neck joke here for this one. I had to borrow it off to put one of the other machines that I built some more.
That works great.
And I can
Oh, I see.
yeah, there's all on the floor.
Those things must have developed a lot of power, right?
An awful lot of power. The difference between the engines now and those old steam engines, this is just like a hydraulic jack.
Yeah.
It's pushed all the way. With these gas motors, all you do is one explosion and then
Yeah.
from there it's called coast. And those pushed all the way.
What would be their high speed out on the road? 2 or 3 miles an hour?
2 miles an hour.
2, eh?
2 miles an hour. Those tractors, those field ones,
Yeah.
the locomotives on the track, of course, they were different.
Yeah.
They were had bigger drives on the wheels. Yeah, they created a lot of power there. These big locomotives, they had a cylinder that long, that big around, one on each side, hooked directly onto the drive wheel. They pull them out of trade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You really slow it right down, can't you?
Yeah, that's about as slow as it'll go. It'll stop if I back it off anymore.
Yeah. How much air pressure are you using there in
It
places?
doesn't, nothing. It doesn't even show.
Yeah, it's so low.
Yeah, I got the gauge there, but it doesn't. I'll show you something here.
Are you going to show me?
This block on this shaft here, it's eccentric.
Yeah.
That's what does the valve. And in here is an Allen screw that tightens this onto the shaft.
Sure.
That's your timing screw. You can loosen that and move that to time the motor.
Oh,
If
I
that
see.
ever slips on the shaft, it won't run.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you stick your Allen wrench in there and loosen it up, time it, and away it goes again. Without that, you can't run it, so.
You'd be out of synchronization with your
Yeah,
crankshaft.
right. So it's got to be synchronized. The wheels, these are easy to do. Just one row of spokes, but
Yeah.
these double ones, it's a little more. It takes a little bit of time to.
Those are they welded in or soldered in?
No, they're all welded in there.
Yeah.
These wheels are all welded. When I make wheels, I usually do quite a few.
Yeah.
Even the wagons,
All metal, eh?
these are all metal wheels.
Mm-hmm.
I got another set here for another for another wagon. Like the front ones are a little
A little
lower
smaller.
than the back ones. Someday I'm going to be brave enough and work with wood, but at the time being,
You probably do a lot better job with metal anyway, since you're more
I can do
familiar.
much better with metal than I do with wood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, butter churns, yeah. I remember those.
I've done a lot of these for Christmas gifts too.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I have so many left yet.
You got one, is that brass, that one?
This one is a brass one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I had to try one with brass.
Did you turn that on a lathe, or was that a container?
Yeah, yeah. I did that on a lathe. This one here runs. That's a stationary steam engine.
Oh, yeah.
That one I didn't, I bought that one, so I can't take any credit for that one. And this one runs. That's also a stationary. They're so simple. All you need is the valve
Yeah,
and the piston.
piston, yeah.
Get them synchronized and away you go.
I suppose that's why they invented steam engines before they, because they didn't have the gas I guess, in the earlier years.
Here's a lot of people don't know what a cutter is.
Yeah.
Somebody, oh, that's one of those buggies you drive in the snow with. Yeah, right.
Did you make that one out of wood?
I made, this is wood,
Yeah.
but the bottom is brass rods. I was going to build one of these Amish buggies, but there's too much wood involved, so these seats both come off. You can move them wherever you want them. So it looks pretty sharp, I thought. I did a miniature church bell.
How did you make that bell?
Pipe.
Oh, okay.
A reducer from 4 inches to 2 inches.
Oh, I see.
Then I put a cap on it.
Yeah.
Made the wheels, the frame.
Butter, that's make a pound of butter, wouldn't it?
That's right. We were in an antique store and they had one there. They wanted $27 for it, so
Yeah.
I just
Made
measured it up and come home and built one. And this is a streetcar. One of these old streetcars.
Mm-hmm.
The seat and the wheel here. Everything's open. You just get in and the seat's lengthwise.
Is that one you just recently made?
Just last summer, yeah.
Yeah.
I need lots of decals, but because they're all covered, you can hardly see them for advertisements.
Yeah, that's true.
Everybody uses them for advertisements.
Yeah.
I got a few pictures on here already, but I need more.
The clock there, that's a, they're all pencil sharpeners.
Lantern. We used to have to take these things along to the barn to feed the horses at night.
I never seen those before. Where do you find them? In some of the hobby shops or craft shops or something?
Craft, I don't know. Not. So all of a sudden, if you keep your eyes open, you can all of a sudden see one of those things. So, and the sprockets for the that manure spreader, I made those.
Oh, just hold that a minute. Oh, I see. Boy, they're small, all right.
They're small. These are the size that they have on that spreader chain.
Yeah.
And yeah, they all filed out, all done with a file. And then drill a hole through the center and weld the hub on there. And this fits the bigger one. That's for the floor, that moves the floor back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it takes a lot of time.
Yeah, that's a lot of work making one of those, isn't it?
courier drive in here to get this pump working.
Yeah, I see that.
Put that card in here yet, Len?
Yeah, I've got that.
How can you get it from there?
Oh, easy.
Oh yeah, okay.
What do you call that thing up in the corner there where
We haven't got a name for it yet.
oh, you haven't yet. Well, it's a real neat piece of equipment. So you got all kinds of gears. These are
These are all brass gears out of water meters.
water
When the
meters.
town changed over to metric, we had all those gears that had to be changed.
Sure.
So they brought them to the shop, and they hauled one bucket full to the dump already before I got wind of it, and then the next one I got and took them and melted them down, and that's what I make my flywheels out of.
Oh, I see.
This is out of those wheels.
Huh.
Here's a raw piece yet that hasn't been finished.
That's all solid brass, eh?
That's solid brass, yeah. Nice stuff to work with.
Would be.
Very nice.
What temperature does that brass melt at?
Well, for brazing you would use 1700.
Yeah.
If you want to pour it, like this here, about 2000 degrees
Yeah, Fahrenheit, that is.
Fahrenheit. Yeah. And the metal in here on those trucks, that's from this here.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where those wheels come out of.
Oh, I see.
These here on the cars.
What do you use to cut those wheels? You have a
Chisel.
oh, I see. And then grind them down.
And grind them down to get them round. Roll that edge over with a hammer. Drill a hole in there, and away it goes. It's a lot of work. When I build wheels, I take off a day. Build wheels. Or whatever. Yeah, they're all chopped out with a chisel. And I have quite a few of those sheets yet. When the town cleaned up the town, the staff last spring,
Yeah.
I asked them, I said, if there's any automatic washers that need to be hauled away, let me know, because I'm going to take the skirts off. So I did that. They told me where they were. So I went on and took the skirts off, and they hauled the rest away, and that's what I'm using. That's where this comes off of. That's where all those cars come. The threshing machine, it's all the same metal. This drive. And that's out of a floor polisher. There's two of these side by side, the motor in between there, and as the motor turns, your brush is on here.
Oh, yeah.
If you were to buy that, it's all brass. You pay probably $50 for it. And you can buy those floor polishers at garage sales for 25 cents. So I get two of them out of one polisher.
Yeah.
And I've got a lot of these already. Because they're so handy, and they work so, they're so precision.
Yeah.
Just beautiful stuff to work with.
That works great. Okay, that all comes apart then, eh?
Yeah, same as the big one.
Take the seat off, take the box wagon.
This top
Box
comes
off.
off two, splits in here.
Oh, I see, yeah.
And it's got the crank to tighten that rod in there.
Sure. And a chain to keep the sides from
Chain.
bulging out, eh?
I had to build that chain, I couldn't get one like that. And this here fits good to dump your grain in the elevator.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah. I suppose one of your next projects will be an elevator now.
I sure thought of it. I got another guy interested already.
Yeah,
So we may double up on that. Get one for the Egg Expo.
yeah.